Thanks everybody for coming again and getting this update on what happened. As you heard and saw on our Twitter feed, all 4 devices have been rendered safe. The incident started this morning around 8:18 this morning when a passerby, someone who lived in the Victoria Place apartments, noticed a suspicious backpack near one of our deputies' patrol cars. After all this time, after the bomb squad was called, we also received calls on a few other suspicious devices. One was a cylinder type device. So you know that we shut things down, bomb squad went in. The robot rendered all 4 of these suspicious devices safe. The backpack that was near the Orange County Deputy's patrol car turned out to be a bag of tools. The other 3 have been rendered safe, and we're looking to see, like I said, one was a cylinder-like device. We're looking to see into the other 2 what they were and why they were there and why they're now rendered safe. We'll have all the whys for that. We've been doing a lot of interviews with people, interviewing witnesses, trying to figure out why they were there in the first place. So we are opening up the plaza here in conjunction with Waterford Lakes. Should be done in about 15 minutes. One thing we want to say to everyone is actually 2 things. We want to tell folks thank you for calling in the suspicious devices. We thank you for that. That's what we're here for. That's what our bomb squad is here for. We're here to check things out. The sheriff always says if you see something, say something. We're thrilled that people saw something, thought enough to call us so that we could check it out. The second thing we want to say is we want to thank all the people in this area in East Orange County for being patient, because once we're called in, we treat every device as if it's a device that's going to go off, that something is going to happen. So every device is treated the same way. No device is taken casually. Therefore, it takes a lot of time to make sure that everything is safe. So we thank all the residents of East Orange County for their patience, for people evacuating, for people picking up their children from the daycare center, and from people in the apartment complex for staying inside and waiting for the all clear.
Jane, is there anything that indicates anything criminal intent or otherwise at this point?
One thing I can tell you at this point is that all 4 devices do not appear to be related. So it does not appear to be any sort of conspiracy. So none of the devices are related. It looks like they're just 4 random devices.
Were you able to find the owner of the tools?
And that's all part of the investigation. It's been turned over to our detectives now, and they are working to try to find that out. Who left it, why. Obviously it belonged to somebody.
Do you believe any of the other devices were actually placed there on purpose?
That's part of the investigation, but at this point it doesn't seem like it's all intentional, that all of them were placed there and then we found it, and it just seemed like what happened was a citizen called it in. I think we can all agree that since Boston happened a week ago, our whole country is in a state of heightened security, heightened awareness. And so I think when one device was called in, other people saw other things, called it in as well, and then our bomb squad came and noticed a few things that didn't look right and wanted to check those out. So that's how it sort of all came down. One was called in, at least 2 were called in, and when our bomb squad got out here, they noticed a couple other things that didn't look right and they wanted to check those out.
So the people who own the cylinder, the bag of tools, the backpack, whatever,
yes,
they aren't facing charges?
No, not at this point. There appear to be no suspects at this point, but we're going to be talking to plenty of witnesses to try to find out, what happened and why these devices were left there. Because, again, after Boston, there's a heightened state of awareness that even simple items left unattended, something could happen.
Can you just sum it up and talk about if there's some kind of message to people out there? I mean, after Boston, now Maitland had a scare, Daytona Beach has a scare, we have this here. I mean, there's a lot going on. It's tying up a lot of law enforcement.
It's tying things up, but that's what the taxpayers' dollars are for. I mean, we are paid to check these out. We certainly want people to use their discretion when they call in, but if they truly feel that something is suspicious, that's what all these agencies are here for. That's what their taxpayers' dollars go to, and that's what our deputies train for. So it's hard to say. It's case by case. Common sense would dictate they might, if it looks like a lunch bag, it might be a lunch bag. But if it looks more and if it scares someone, that's what our people are there for. So I wouldn't want to tell someone not to call anything in, but just to use their discretion. And again, when we are called, we treat every device as if it is going to go off. And so it takes time, and that's where we have to ask for people's patience. Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.